which is what you guys see on the stream, and then I have the actual stream, and it's a crapshoot as to which one I'll try and move a token on at any one point in time.
That's valid.
All right, I'm getting a drink, so one of you are going to have to do it.
All right. Should we roll for it? See who's closest to 100?
Yeah,
Sure.
I like this system.
Oh no.
All right, y'all other bitches.
Me.
And you specifically put not it. You tempted the universe.
It's true. All
I
right.
think I win even harder because I got a 10 rolling a D500.
Jesus Christ, James.
That's
Although that tracks with my my rolling
Yeah, no,
ability.
that makes total sense. I am convinced D20 roll
Should I make a
20
new account?
is just like, oh, you found a new program, huh? Interesting.
yeah. They're pissed you
I'm being
use Forged. Well, all right, Alora, it's time to pull out that big brain energy and recap last session. It was only a week and a half ago.
I got big soup energy. How about that?
Sure, we'll give that.
Cool. Because I'll remember the majority of what we did last week. Actually, I don't think we did all that much. We were mostly sitting around, well, not sitting around, standing around, doesn't matter. We were talking to the goblins, discussing what we were gonna do with them. Eventually we were like, yeah, we'll just send them up. And we'll have them work at the tavern because that's much safer. And just to make sure that Durian doesn't try and kill them or, Barton kick them back down the hole, I'll send them up with money. Actually, no, I'll send Din up with money. How about that? And apparently there was some choice vocabulary being used. But he accepted them, and when Din was heading back, Baboom was apparently having a conversation, negotiation, something along those lines with Durian, which sounds like that's just going to be his part-time job for the rest of this campaign. We eventually wandered back up to the area because we were like, hey, we didn't loot anything. We need to scavenge through the bodies to see what's salvageable. And then we heard munching and crunching. And it turned out to be ghouls. And so we were like, oh, there's ghouls. We should probably take care of those. And so we took care of them. And then we went through the rest of the goblins and the bugbears. Wasn't a lot left, but we got some weapons. And it turned out that apparently one of the bugbears was infested with an intellect devourer.
Yep.
And both Muse and Eldar got a nat 20 on knowledge on intellect devourers. So cool. After that, we asked about this thing. Which apparently it's a very crumbly statue that someone was trying to put together. It seems like the goblins were trying to. Who fucking knows why? There was a rug in here that was absolutely filthy with viscera, and Eldar and Muse were like, teamwork, prestidigitation. This is fine now. And now that's going to be an accessory in someone's room. Who knows? And now we're going into this area. Eldar went first, and Muse got some. Oh, what was it? It was illusion magic off the mirrors, right?
Correct.
And Eldar went first, and now there's a spooky, scary Eldar coming out of the mirror, and now we're gonna throw down and kick Eldar's ass.
You're not gonna tell us what happened when I dragged Eldar into the secret room?
Gee, I would love to know.
Wow, that's a lack of dedication, honestly. If you guys weren't spying on us, then I don't even know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's like we're trying to be good players or something, but like,
All right, all right.
Speak for yourself.
Take
All
your.
right, who wants an inspiration?
I was gonna say, take your inspiration.
I have one, so
I feel like I
someone
could
else.
use one. I feel like I could use one.
Are you sure? Because like,
I mean,
you have the whole like
well, this will give me the opportunity to roll more
divination
ones.
thing.
No.
Like you've got the portent.
They're all expended for the day because I roll like crap
Oh.
and get crit all day.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess you can have it.
Oh, that's so kind. I thank you for doing it without any hesitation whatsoever.
I would like
You're
you
welcome.
all to roll initiatives for me, please. You do not have a surprise round because Eldar survived. Eldar survived his wisdom check.
I did, because if I didn't, you saw how much damage it would have done
Yes.
on the second roll.
Uh-huh.
I'm so happy not to be the lowest.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't select my token.
Well done.
That's fine.
There you.
All right.
Yeah, let's check.
Eldar. Give me a
Yep.
second here. We'll wait till your turn. But you currently are under the condition of grappled as you have a hand around your throat.
Cool.
Well, that's rude.
Which, important question.
Mm-hmm.
Which hand?
Oh, that's an important question. It would be your dominant hand. Which one is that? Are you a righty or a lefty?
Right.
So it would be the image's right hand. Let me describe for you all what you see. An Eldar, the Eldar in the mirror that was staring back at Eldar suddenly lashes out its hand and wraps it around Eldar's throat. And you can see Eldar kind of looked dreamy for a bit, as if he was staring off distantly, but the first thing you see as you begin to take action is that Eldar's eyes just, like, snap into focus. And you begin to see a second Eldar step out of the mirror behind. Muse.
Cool. She's going to. She can't see around the corner. What is going on with? I think I might need a new mouse. It's clicking weird. Anyways, she's going to try and take care of this motherfucker.
Okay.
So first with advantage. Arvida. Did no? Yes.
But I don't see a roll.
I've clicked it 4 times now. So
Well, we'll just have to be patient. There we
Oh,
go. Oh
Jesus
boy.
Christ.
All right. That is a hit.
So that's a 20 and a 12.
Got you. The both of those hit actually.
Oh shit.
Nice, he's higher than that.
Fine.
Actually, hang on. Only that first one would hit because as the second one approaches him, the Eldar flings up a hand and it falls against a blue shield. Because I forgot how wizards work.
Well, it shield lasts the duration of the round until
Correct.
the start of its next turn.
Correct. But with its AC, even that 20 was going to hit even with shield.
Gotcha.
Anything else, Muse? I'm going to say no. Eldar, your turn.
So I'm currently grappled by the one that isn't the one that got attacked.
Correct.
Okay. I would like to Udo Reverso Judo Flip.
You're going to grab his neck?
I'm gonna grab flip, like attempt to
Oh,
throw him
I
around.
just like he pulls out the reverse card from Uno and then just grabs his neck.
Yeah, who's grappling who, bitch?
Yeah. You're wrong in your assessment, Squee.
I don't think we have any melee, so this seems like it doesn't really help, but he's gonna do it anyway.
Got you. So you're going to try it. What exactly are you going to try and do in mechanic terms?
Can I knock somebody prone?
Yes, I believe you can do a shove attack. Give me a second. Let me
Using
look that
the
up.
attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. So this would be a special attack action.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Usually it's like if you're trying to shove someone, it's a strength contesting check.
I thought that was an option for shield masters.
No. Shield masters can do something better. Yeah,
Okay,
they can do that as a bonus action, I believe, is what it is. Give me a second. Okay. Eldar, go ahead and roll athletics. Unless you can make an argument for something else.
Well, the way that he wants to do it is like using the arm that's grabbing onto him and kind of like shoulder throwing them over, like an acrobatic judo.
Gotcha. I will say that you do so, and the being, as you kind of grab their arm and go to do that, you kind of slide through them as they become less corporeal. It loses the grapple on you, but it doesn't move at all, as it has the condition immunity to prone.
It has the condition immunity to prone.
Aha. You can't knock this thing prone.
Interesting.
Because, as you just
Okay.
found out, it's not entirely tangible.
At least I'm no longer grappled.
Yep.
I suppose.
Kinda like the Toby thing. If it's intangible, it can't grab you either.
Does that still use my action or no?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Any bonus action to
oh.
a movement?
Yes, actually, I would like to leave its melee range.
All right, it's going to make a melee attack against you. It's the Eldar's hand swipes at you, and you see that its fingernails are actually growing into claws as it strikes at you. 13 hit your AC?
It does not.
Okay. And I got to make sure this thing is not to the DM only, because I always forget to do that. That's cool. But hey, yeah, you successfully move away, but it swipes at you. Excuse me. It swipes at you with its claws.
Thus using its reaction, right?
Yes, thus using its reaction. All right. Never whisper, because I like everyone being able to see what's going on. All right. Pod, it's your turn.
Because they're wearing a helmet, nobody got to see Pud go through a cycle of emotions, starting with, "Oh, this is cool. Oh, are these friends? Oh no. Oh, these are not friends. Oh, this is a bad trick." And then circling back into thoughtful, and then hopping up front and hopping up front again and going, oh, I can do that too, but better, as Pudcast's mirror image.
Yay, more pods.
And because they can't really do anything at their bonus action, that's it.
Hello.
Hello?
I
DM.
muted. I was muted. My apologies.
I thought you just had nothing to say about my spell.
How long have I been muted?
Since at least the time Bud said that they use
Oh.
mirror image.
Okay, yeah, no, I described that you guys suddenly see 4 puds and it shimmers in such a way that you can no longer tell which one is the real pud. It just so happened that Blue was responding like at all of my natural pauses, so I didn't realize that you couldn't hear me.
I just thought you just had nothing to say to me.
No, it literally would be like I'd say that, and then I would pause, and then you would say something, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, okay, so everything's going fine." Then all of a sudden, hello. My apologies. Perfect. So nothing with your bonus action, Zoe. It is your turn.
Yeah. Zoe is gonna come up here. Are there 2 of them?
Looks like it.
Oh no. So she's gonna come here and
The
she's
hallway
going
is suddenly very crowded.
Yeah. All the puds. But that's our favorite. Alright, I'm gonna hit that guy.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll. That is a hit. No, it is not a hit because he has shield up.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Your
Right,
mace
but-
bounces off a blue shield of magic.
Alright. They both have blue shield or just that one?
Just the one you attacked so far.
Cool. Bonus action, I'm going to summon spiritual weapon right here.
Alrighty. Let me pull that out for you. Make it a little smaller. Give you control over it. There you go. And go ahead and make an attack.
Did.
Oh, nice. That's a hit. Go ahead and do damage, please.
Okay, sure.
It rends into it, and the Eldar screams. I'm not sure how familiar Eldar is with his own screaming, but it sounds like him. Anything else, Zoe?
She would just silently pray to Helm. And that is all.
Gotcha. Ready. Wow. Aren't we glad that our mage is out of all of their spell slots?
I know, right?
Aren't we just pleased?
They're so drained right now.
Zoe, the one up above you is going to make an attack. It's actually 2 attacks against you. The first one is a 16. That, I believe, is not a hit. And the second one is a 19. Also not a hit. Pud, the one in front of you is going to make attacks. Same thing. 18 is a miss. 12 is a miss. All right, Muse. This encounter is so much more deadly if they duplicate someone who has shit.
Yep. Sure is. Rinse and repeat. Advantage on hitting Mr. Up here. 15.
Give me a second. Shield. That's the last
the
level
last
1
spell
spell.
slot?
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? Fuck them. Counter spell.
Wow. That's just petty right there.
It is.
Please
It
do
really
damage.
is.
No, because he has no spell slots left. There's nothing he can do.
He doesn't even
Mhm.
have counter spell. But
That's
do I?
a fair
Oh.
point. No, even
Well,
if you
shield,
did, it's
yeah,
level 3.
shield would have been his reaction, so he wouldn't be able to.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things that why he's dead.
Wait. Oh yeah, he's taking his turn, isn't he?
And then she's going to scoot past, excuse me. And then normal attack. Oh, for fuck's sake.
That is a miss.
Oh.
Anything else, Muse?
Gonna check around this corner to see if there's anything coming. No, we should be good. Alright.
All right,
End turn.
Eldar, your turn.
I will cast Fireball.
You don't have Fireball.
I know. Let's go ahead and use a cantrip then.
Uh-huh. Ooh,
Hey, that's not bad.
very nice. Not even shield would protect that. Go ahead and do damage. Well, it feels like that flame bolt did less damage than it should, but it still kills him.
Right. I'm resistant to fire.
Actually, since they're dead, they're resistant to everything but force and radiant damage.
Huh.
Which,
Ah,
what a surprise! Eldritch Blast and Spiritual Weapon are all force weapons.
that's crazy.
Just gonna turn this music off right here because apparently, I remember this fight being a lot more interesting last time. Interesting's not the right word because this was interesting. A lot more
Yeah.
challenging last time.
I think I had far more spell slots last time. Oh, the routes we take. And the
Yeah,
effects
I
they
look
have
at
on
them. The rules are they literally duplicate the character. They don't duplicate your stats, but they do duplicate your abilities and appearance.
Hmm.
I did it. I opened up Eldar's character sheet. I'm like, he's got nothing.
You've got nothing.
Got
You
nothing.
lose! What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Let me zoom in. That's the wrong key.
That looks like a thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Give me a second here. I gotta pull up the what just happened.
What happened?
I just mouse wheeled out of Roll20. I didn't
Oh,
even know
yeah,
that was
that-
possible.
That can happen if you're holding down Control.
Alt. I was holding down Alt,
That
Which-
can happen if you're holding down Alt.
which is also the command in Roll20 to mouse wheel zoom in and out. That's bad.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it will do that, but not all the time.
That's terrible. I don't want that. All right. Um. Well done, players. You've survived another day.
Well, I wouldn't say day. That's still to be determined.
Why am I a player now? I want to be a GM.
No
GM.
more. Now you have to go fight everything we've came across solo.
All right, Zoe, you're DMing, I guess.
Everyone gets cake that Squeeze making us.
I'm not making you
Yay.
guys cake.
You said cake, and it's happening.
It's not for you.
Wow.
I'm sure I could get to it a lot faster than you can get to Colorado Springs.
Damn, I mean.
That sounds like a challenge. All right.
We just up and leaves the game.
Like Laura and Blue just find me in the kitchen, just starting to make a cake. Squee the game. I'm just a challenge. All right. All right. I was pulling up something. I got confused because I went to go pull up the information for this, and I had nothing there because I was joined as a player for some reason.
If I recall correctly, there are some artistic liberties with these colored maps.
Yes, there are.
It could just be nothing.
I'm almost certain it's nothing, but I want to check the description before I tell you for certain. This is room 21 for those of you following at home. It is nothing. It is
Wow.
just there for. I mean, I feel like it's there. I feel like I should say something. It's a crossbow. It's just an old, tattered crossbow. The string has busted. The wood is pitted, but it's a crossbow just sitting on the floor.
Like to check
No,
it for traps.
no.
Mm.
It's a very nice crossbow, actually. It's not too old, and it has on the haft of it engraved into it what looks to be like a dagger with a smoke curling from the tip.
Oh yeah, of course it fucking is.
Mm.
Ah,
Uh,
the daggers, right? Is that what
I
they're
mean,
called?
that seems like a safe bet.
The smoke daggers.
Smoking daggers? Do
Were they
they?
smoking? I don't know.
I don't know.
Does the paper have a symbol on it that looks like that? The old symbol, the old paper.
Yes, it does actually.
Hmm.
You mean like the little business card thing?
Yep. And
Yeah.
what were they called in the business card?
The daggers.
The smoking daggers. I'm
No,
gonna call them smoking daggers
just
from now on.
daggers. But got you.
If we ever come in, we ever come into contact with them, they're the smoking daggers. Um,
Oh,
Can I roll appraisal on the crossbow?
You absolutely can.
What roll would that be?
That would be. We're gonna pull out a 3.5 edition rulebook, and we're going to.
Jesus Christ.
That used to be a skill.
Yes.
Yeah, knowledge appraisal, if you
Listen,
will.
dude, 3.5 had like 40 some odd skills.
What
I-
stat was it linked to?
I think it was probably intelligence. I'm not positive though.
God.
I just roll straight intelligence since I'm not a proficient appraiser.
Yes, I would say you could.
Yay. Come on.
17. It's a nice crossbow. So, I'm certainly not looking up how much crossbows cost. It's a light crossbow. I should denote that as well. Light crossbow doesn't tell me a price because why would it do that? That's heavy. That's light. So
25 gold.
yeah, you know the average crossbow would cost about 25 gold. You could probably get 25 gold for that if you sold it.
Are we taking it?
Obviously.
All right.
Muse, now that you've also walked down the hall and past several mirrors, you can tell that this one, and this one all have faint illusionary magic coming from them as well.
We might have more issues coming up. Do we want to try and fight them, or?
Well, if anybody should trigger them, I'm fairly spent. And it looked like they were too.
Fair enough.
gonna just
See.
walk up and down and touch all the mirrors.
Oh, no.
You're gonna throw Din through one of them? I think that'd be funny. He certainly wouldn't have any problems with that.
We tried with the familiars. Well, tried with his familiar, but it didn't do anything.
So you're touching them, yes?
Yeah.
On those 3 that I mentioned, they look like normal mirrors. You don't have the same draw to it like you did before. And your hand slips through those 3 specific mirrors as if they weren't there at all.
Oh.
I will
Interesting.
tell you an interesting thing to note. Normally, especially when a wizard becomes aware of an illusion, the illusion becomes kind of see-through, right? Like, if someone had disguise self and you became aware of it, you could kind of see them through it, right?
Yep.
These maintain the mirror-like appearance, which would denote a very powerful casting of it. You're still well aware it's an illusion, but even though you're aware of its illusion, it's very the Matrix, right? The mirror maintains even when you reach through it.
That doesn't surprise me. Is there anything behind the said holes?
Using your investigate, I'm not going to make you roll, but I will make it take a bit of time because you can't see, right? You're just kind of feeling.
Oh no, he'll stick his head through if there's room.
Oh, yeah, there's room. On the first 2, you see a shelf empty, with the exception of a very tiny wooden tripod with a little. It almost looks like an easel, like a very tiny easel, and sitting on it is a business card. It says this treasure has been taken by the daggers.
Of course there is.
On the first 2. On the last one, there is a bronze mask molded to resemble Halaster's visage.
Okay. We'll just take that. And Eldar will casually be like, we selling this? Is this worth anything? And then he'll put it to his face and go, I'm Halaster. I'm stupid.
So we would let out a little laugh with that one.
I think we can part with that. I'm sure someone in this city is willing to pay for his face. If not his head on a pike.
Also, there are these, and he'll hold up the business cards, throw it to
Oh,
the ground,
good.
and then cast Firebolt at them. He's not upset. He's not upset.
Did you at least tell the group what it said?
Yeah, he showed them. It's
Okay,
the
I thought you'd...
same card.
In which you can definitely verify there's smirk. It is the exact same insignia that is carved onto the crossbow.
Lovely. You know, we should really start collecting them just to, get an idea of...
How much we've lost out on?
Is there anything else here? I'm guessing these just kind of fade away, or...
They dissipated when you killed them.
Okay, cool.
The rest appear to be normal mirrors.
Are they nice mirrors?
Not like typically when you ask if it's a nice mirror, you're talking about the frame because mirrors are mirrors, right? There are no frames. They are like built into the wall itself, so it's pure mirror. There's no scratches that you can see, but there's no frame. It is literally built into the stone wall.
All right.
I do have a slight nitpick. Some mirrors are nicer than others in that the backing of some mirrors is actually silver, whereas some mirrors have a different metal.
Which is one of the reasons why
Vampires can't see the reflections because it's silver.
Because it's made of silver. So technically,
was.
modern vampires would totally be able to see their reflection in cheap-ass mirrors. Anyways,
Well,
We
Halaster,
digress.
Halaster's a cheapskate and used fake silver for the backs of his mirrors. Not that
We went to IKEA.
IKEA.
Assemble your
He
own
had
mirrors.
some. He had some like fucking gift cards from Target, and he was like, "I don't know what else to spend it on. Get some mirrors."
Why do you think they have no frames? He's just a cheapskate.
Fair enough. All right, shall we?
You find the mirrors are like tacked on with like that wall tack.
Oh my god.
We've got some command strips hanging them up on the wall.
Is Muse trying to lead us the other direction?
Yeah, Eldar has gone the other way.
We
Wait.
were already over there, though.
Yeah, there's. I just wanted to double check, make sure that it was, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the place.
Oh, I'm a fool.
You are?
I just saw there's a part on my map that has all the random encounter tokens already ready to go, named and everything for me. So when I made Pipple and Groin from scratch, it was completely and totally unnecessary. They're just right there.
Oh my goodness.
Well done. Well done.
Eldar, yes, this is the same room that you went to before with all the pillars and the snake skeleton on one of the pillars.
Mm-hmm. As I suspected.
Are you guys gonna wait for Eldar or?
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, you gonna go up or down?
We've been down.
Oh,
Oh.
obviously.
All right.
I believe this is where Goblin Friends said there was some kind of jelly or ooze.
Like Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers?
I do not get that reference, but okay.
I don't know if we can be friends still, if you don't get that reference. It's fine. Rocks fall, Muse dies.
Wow.
You may keep continuing.
Continue.
Okay,
eh?
good.
I'm trotting along behind.
Those turntables.
Yes, you see a DJ laying down mad beats. It's Halaster in one of those like sunglasses with the plastic strips across the lenses.
The fucking party glasses.
He's got
Does
a
he-
crop top.
Tell me he has a snapback.
Yes, yes, and a Capri Sun on the table next to him.
Oh my god.
Nice.
But really, what you find is a few burnt torch stubs, discarded potion bottles that would suggest someone was here a while ago. It's arranged almost in like a campsite. This must have been where someone rested. There's no actual table there. But there's nothing of value in this room.
Ernie.
You said empty bottles. That is object of value. And Pud will absolutely pick those up.
All right, you get 3 bottles that are reusable if you wash them. The rest are cracked.
Only if I wash them.
Sanitarily
speaking, well,
speaking.
because I have mending.
Sanitarily
Called
speaking.
Cycling.
Oh my gosh,
Well, we'll
yes.
just press to digitate those. So
We only have one Earth, Squee.
All right. This calls for a skill challenge.
ah, shit.
No, your group, using your spectacular powers of being heroes, are able to acquire 5 clean and unchipped bottles.
Together we summon Captain Planet.
Worth it.
And we put him in those bottles. Reduce, reuse, recycle, kids.
Christ. All right, so there's nothing else here.
Not that you can see, no.
I would like to double check.
By all means. Roll me an active investigation.
Muse will help. Actually, she'll just give guidance.
You see nothing else here.
Guidance is a D4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, that might... You see nothing else here.
27, I
fucking
see
knew it.
nothing.
Nope.
With a 27,
Nope.
not
Nothing.
even like any dust mites.
You said of note, James.
That's subjective. Eldar is
Just
an avid
leave
dust
the
mite
room
enthusiast.
before I throw a beholder at you or something. It's like, oh, you know what? You're right. In that corner, you missed it. You don't know how you missed it before. Beholder.
That would be of note.
Yes, it would.
All right.
You almost just walked out of the room and didn't even notice.
How could I be so silly?
All right, where to now, my friends?
Do we want to go back to the snake skull room and go up?
Ooh, up is a good idea.
Is there anywhere that we missed down?
Nope.
Yeah. We can go this way. Oh, also, Squee, could you pin the new group loot, doc?
Can you send me the link and then I will be sure to pin it? Or is it in there already?
It's
Right now?
already in there.
Gotcha. I will do so. I see a Yu-Gi-Oh GIF. That is not group loot. I don't know what games you're from. But Yu-Gi-Oh GIFs are not group loot. How far up is it? There we go. I see it. I'm pinning it now. Sorry, you said it's in there, and I just go there, and the first thing I see is a Yu-Gi-Oh throwing down a no you card. I'm like, that's not group loot. Wait,
Could be.
is this it?
There's two versions.
Hang on. Let me
One
take
is
a
the
look
old
here.
one is the new one.
I'm denied access to whatever that is.
What?
Just
absolute horseshit.
send me the link. I'm gonna miss it, and there's so much in there already, and I don't know where it is. I'm scared.
Oh my god. You poor
I'm just
thing.
gonna watch the Yu-Gi-Oh thing until. Thank you. There we go. It is now pinned.
But can you access it?
Yes, I can.
Hey, okay.
Very nice. Very nice. All right.
Wait, how many of those cards do we have now?
3. No, because you burned 2 of them, so 1.
That's true.
So with all of our recycling, how many bottles do we have?
5, clean and uncracked. No lids though.
Wow.
Mhm.
They kept the lid. Or did they just eat them?
They ate the fucking corpse.
savages.
Good fiber, Alora, right?
I can guess so.
We have a lot we could learn from low-level adventurers starving in a dungeon. All right.
Is this one of those things?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys can head up at your leisure.
We appear to have already reached.
Should we turn down this direction? What is that? Is that a door?
Is it a door?
It is a door. Would you
Ooh.
like to Check to see if it is locked or trapped.
With guidance.
Yes. Yes, I suppose.
It is not locked or trapped.
Are you sure?
I'm
With a
positive.
24.
Yep. Positive. Not locked
Alright.
and or trapped.
Okay. Alright.
Open it up.
Fuck it.
All right, give me a second here. And you walk into the room and you see at the very center an unadorned wooden armor stand rests in the middle of the room with a faintly glowing longsword stabbed into it. At the base of the stand lies the skeletal remains of a hand amid stains of dried blood. As you
Well,
walk
that's not
into the
ominous.
room, echoes of distant voices filter to and fro. It's kind of a low murmur, as if it was from a crowd or a crowded place. It's hard to tell any distinct words.
Well, if Smoking Daggers didn't take this, I assume it's cursed. Could I identify it?
What does detect magic tell me?
God said, "Good luck. You're on your own."
Yeah. you're
Yeah, I'm
muted.
muted again. Gosh darn it. This is what happens when I try and eat, because I'll mute to chew and then I'll not unmute.
Awful.
I know. So detect magic reveals that the sword is magical. Trying to see what kind of magic it would be. What school is light spells?
Evocation? Inspiration?
Hang on.
I think it depends on
I
the
have
light
a light
spell, doesn't it?
spell. Evocation.
Okay. A faint evocation comes from the sword with detect magic.
Okay, so the light isn't just her seeing it being magical, it's actually emitting some kind of light.
It's both. It's emitting a
Ah,
dim light for 10 feet. But also it is magical, which is probably why it's emitting dim light in a 10-foot radius.
interesting. Anything in this corner?
No. Actually, yes.
Random
Sorry, that corner, yes.
corner.
You see, Muse, as you go there, a secret door leading south is obvious from this side. It has 2 eye holes bored into a height of about 5 feet. If you walk
Yes,
up to the door and put your eyes through it,
barely.
you can see into the room, the hall beyond, where all the demon statues are.
Oh.
Eldar, what were you going to do with the sword?
Just cast Identify.
Got you. It does. I think that was a question you asked. It does look as if it could easily be removed from the stand. It's not like Sword in the Stone or anything like that. Give me a second here.
Muse, you feel Pud tug on the hem of your pants. I want to see what's behind the door.
Oh,
No, you guys go ahead.
yeah. I mean, it's just the whole.
I want to see.
Do you need a boosty?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Okay, here.
Oh, it's just the other room. Okay, thank you.
Yep. With her 10 strengths, just.
It's mostly Pud just like climbing you.
She just ends up like having them on her hip like a fucking kid.
Do I have a
You-
higher strength than you?
Probably.
do.
Probably. You just see into the hallway beyond, into the room with all the demon statues.
It is the other room.
Eldar,
Hmm.
you cast Identify. Do you do it as a ritual or as just with spell slot?
I will do it as a ritual.
I see. Then I will wait 10 minutes. While that's going on, Zoe, do you want to do anything?
Nope, she's just over here with Muse and Pud.
Gotcha. All right.
Does Zoe have to help lift Pud up?
She would have if she needed to be.
All right. 10 minutes pass. And Eldar, I imagine if you're doing an Identify ritual, right? You're sitting down, you're doing the ritual, and then, like, when it's done, you reach out to touch cast it, because Identify is touch, right?
Right.
You learn that the sword is magical and that it has a permanent incantation on it to shed light in a 10-foot radius. Other than that, it is a normal longsword for purposes of damage you're using. However, when you remove your hand after the Identify, the sword it teleports from the weapons rack into your hand.
Interesting.
Everything
And
okay?
that's all I learn about the sword.
Correct? Because Identify spells do not tell you about curses.
Hmm.
Only spells that
I,
may be on it and its innate purposes.
as I suspected, it is cursed.
About how heavy is that sword?
Feels about normal weight of a sword, Eldar.
No, this is me asking you literally, like, what is the weight of the sword?
Right. And that's me answering. About, like, Muse doesn't know how much a sword weighs, but to the ounce. It weighs about the weight of a normal sword.
Okay, so let me rephrase this. If I made an unseen servant, would it be able to hold the sword?
Oh, yeah. Unless it was a really big sword, they'd be able to. Yes.
Okay, cool. Um, well, I have one spell slot left. If you'd like, I can use Remove Curse and then have an unseen servant carry that around.
Well, I don't think it's impeding me very much. So if you want to save it, that's fine.
Fair enough. Uh, anything else here?
Nothing but the skeletal hand at the base of that stand.
Um,
Pocket
I
the
can't
hand.
drop the sword, right?
You can. In fact, you let go and it clatters to the floor, but it instantly teleports right back into your hand.
What if I put it back in the pedestal thing?
The second your hand lets go of it, it teleports back into your hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's almost satisfying, like when it teleports back into your hand, it has that little like push, like your hand does a little like, oof, I caught it. You know, that kind of thing.
So
Could
I'm
be like
gonna
a
throw it.
boomerang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
Yes.
it down the hallway.
You go to throw it down the hallway. It makes it about 6 inches from your hand and just instantly stops all momentum and teleports it back into your hand. You could probably throw it 5 feet before it teleports.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. What are you guys doing?
I'm stealing a hand.
Oh, all right.
Well, that nobody owns it anymore. Nobody wants it. It's fine.
You see
Just
a
let me
business
know when
card
you
in there.
want
It says
that.
property of the dagger. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Rips it to shreds.
No, there's not.
Okay. Well, unless we want to have a little rest, we should probably get moving. Granted, I wouldn't argue against it.
Nothing but a extended rest would help me at this point.
About how long have we been down here?
Let me think. About 4 hours. Yeah, because you've
It's what,
taken
12?
yeah, you've taken 2 short rests, 3 short rests now, and we'll say an hour of everything else. I'd say 4 to 5 hours. So you went down there at 8, so you're looking at maybe 1.
Hmm.
Early afternoon.
Muse over here just shaking her head like, oh, poor wizard. Pud?
They were absorbed in
Yeah,
a
Pud's like
tiny project.
Pud's still staring through the holes, their feet just dangling 3 feet in the air.
Oh, by the way, is this a short sword?
A long
long
sword.
sword.
Mm-hmm.
A long sword, okay. So
Are
this
you
is no...
proficient?
No. But it's no like light, easy to maneuver thing.
Correct. It is versatile. If you attack with 2 hands, you'll do more damage.
Oh.
Fancy.
Right?
Wait,
Yeah.
left or right?
That's
Left or
something
right?
Identify would have told you.
No.
I've
Right.
had players get legitimately upset before. I'm glad that I have my players, because I've had players get legitimately upset. You didn't tell me there's a curse? Well, Identify doesn't tell you about curse. It tells me everything. You might want to read that description again.
No, it's my mistake, because what I should have said that I wanted to do was use the familiar to deliver the spell.
Which is a very clever way to do it, because that's the one thing most players never realize or remember. Most curses activate on touch. Identify is a touch spell.
Yep, that
Mhm.
was just me being a bad player.
Eldar's tired.
Yeah, it's been
Needs a
4 hours.
nap.
He needs a nap.
It's been 4 hours. He needs a nap. Oh, that's how I feel at work.
He's also almost
Right.
died, to be fair.
I feel like it's the 4 hours though that's really doing it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, how many pastries has he got left?
I mean, how many have you been eating?
All of
Yeah,
them.
because you did give a lot
Then none of
to
them.
those goblins.
All right, here's how
No,
this
he
logic.
didn't give any to the goblins.
Here's how this
Did
logic
he?
works. No, he didn't.
Oh.
Here's how this logic works. How many pastries I have left? How many have you eaten? All of them. Well, then you have none of them.
I like
That's
more.
what we call math.
I'm sending my familiar to get more.
Oh my god.
And away the owl goes. We'll keep it with you for camera purposes, but Eldar sends his owl.
I feel like by the end of this campaign, you'll have spent half of your gold on pastries.
Probably.
But
Give me a second. Stop there, if you will, please.
Blue, you good?
Leave me alone. I'm eating a burrito.
Yeah, you can
I know.
move.
I know the struggle.
Pud has short legs, okay?
Why are you eating the burrito, Blue, and not a quesadilla?
Because he wouldn't let me put beans on it. And I'm mad about it.
She was very upset.
This is am I free as an
Rising up
American or
steam
not?
energy.
What the fuck, you Qdoba?
Damn.
I'll put whatever the fuck I want on my burrito.
We fought wars for this freedom.
We fought wars to be able to put beans on quesadillas. It's
Alright.
delicious, by the way. Highly recommend.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Eldar, you may proceed. As you look into this room, you see a fairly large room with 5 pillars in the middle, and what looks to be, give me a second here, piles of bones spilling into it from
no.
different alcoves.
Eldar will brace himself for Muse's reaction.
Yeah. Zoe's just thinking to herself, we're gonna have to make a trip up top just to drop off all the bones.
Yeah.
These,
I
though,
mean-
unlike many of the bones Muse has been taken, these are shattered and chewed upon and snapped. It's more of a pile of bone debris than bones.
Mm.
Zoe still
It's like-
doesn't think that's going to stop her.
No, it will. She likes good bones. These are gross bones. How high is the ceiling here?
Oh, okay.
10 feet, like the normal rooms. No difference there. Is it 10 feet or is it 20? Now I feel like it's gonna be 20 because you fight things that are taller than 10 feet. So
I was gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
there
The
are
average-
some tall motherfuckers here.
the average height is 20 in this room fits that as well.
Okay, she's going to take a gander up at the ceiling because something has been piling bones in here.
All right. You take a gander up at the ceiling. You don't notice anything. Roll me an actual active perception check with disadvantage because you're in dim light.
I send up my dancing lights.
All right. Then without disadvantage.
Perceiving. That's persuasion. Perception.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. Zoe,
Yes.
you get closer to the bones and you notice that they are a mix of old and fresh.
Like how fresh?
Still has like blood and gristle on it.
Mm.
Roll me a medicine
Mhm.
check.
Maybe you can
You'll
save
you'll have to
the
like
patient.
you'll have to actually get to it though if you want to examine it. You're not gonna learn much from 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Some of them very fresh, still glinting. And as you are looking at the bone, you hear the clacking of a beak, and you look up, and you see a creature in front of you. I am going to need you all to roll me some initiative, please.
God damn it.
But didn't you roll really high on perception?
What?
You want to hear something hilarious? You want to hear something hilarious? These things rolled a 16 on their stealth, which matches everyone's passive perception except Zoe's.
Which means we'd see it, no?
No, you had to get closer. Zoe was the only one that got close enough to see them.
Ah, I see.
So give me a second. As Zoe, you're going to get a surprise round on you, and then we're going to run into initiative. But
All right.
I want to describe what you see. You see what looks to be a bulbous floating brain with a wide and sharp beak. Its 10 long tentacles look to be made of hundreds of ring-shaped muscles sheathed in tough fibrous hide, and you see sharp barbs line the tip of each tentacle as it starts to float towards you. Give
Do
me a
I know what
second
this
here.
is?
Roll me a what was that? Knowledge nature check. Yes, it is a Grell. What you do know of Grell is that they have no eyes, and they float by means of a sort of levitation. They have venom in their barbs, and they have very keen hearing. However, you do know their skin is sensitive to vibrations. I'm sorry. Their skin is sensitive to vibrations and electrical fields, allowing them to detect the presence of creatures and objects in their immediate vicinity. In other words, they have a sense of blind sight.
Oh, very nice.
All right, so let me go ahead and roll initiative for them, and then we'll do the surprise round. 21. That's really good for them. All right. So, first things first.
Don't forget to unprivate their roles.
Yes, thank you. Because I always forget that. I really hate that that's the default.
There's
So
gotta
annoying.
be a way to fix that.
There's not. I've looked.
Eh.
All right. So, give me a second here. So at first it whips out with its tentacles toward you, Zoe. And misses. And then
Miserably.
floats towards you and attacks you with its beak. And misses even worse.
Yep.
Alrighty then. Give me a second. And you guys see a second one coming, like basically burst out of the bone pile in the back of the room. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. It has to kind of dash, so it can't do anything to you, Eldar, but it is right up in your grill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know that they're floating abominations, but I still like to think that they move their brain heads around like chickens still.
Oh my god. Just peck, peck, peck. Pud. Start of the first
Hello.
round.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, you see, there are two of my companions standing before me, being attacked, and one of them is squishier than the other.
That's
So,
valid.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hello, friends.
Mm-hmm.
Spud will take 2 attacks with advantage for flanking. And they're not floating up so high that I can't, like, touch them, right?
Correct. They're floating down
Okay.
to touch you as well. I love how
Cool.
she's really good at remembering the flanking. Pack tactics.
Shut the fuck up.
Those are both hits.
Hey. Let's do 1.
7 and 6. All right. So that would be okay. You're not able to hit it in the brain part, but you're able to like punch into the tentacles and do damage to the tentacles themselves.
I'm only so tall.
I know. Anything else, Pud?
No, that's it.
All right. It's the Grell's turns again. So, Eldar,
Mm-hmm.
the Grell is going to lash at you with his tentacles while simultaneously spinning to peck at Pud. So, tentacle attack. 12 is a miss.
It's a miss.
And the beak attack is a 22, which is a hit. You take 7 piercing damage, Pud.
Hold on 1 second.
1 over.
I know.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh,
Hold on.
It's patiently waiting.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
cool.
perfect.
Basically, Pud turns into a T-Rex and
Yeah.
eats them all in one bite.
Pud
turns
pulls out an
into an
Uno.
Autobot.
Turns out an Uno reverse card. It takes 7 damage.
This is for my beans.
You know what? I think I'm thinking of it. I think I'm thinking of an ability Shamali has. Never mind.
7 points of
never
damage.
mind. That's fine.
All right, Zoe. It is continuing to attack you.
Also, it has disadvantage to attack anybody else but me. Just FYI.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Because I hit it with my Thunder Gauntlets. So every time it even tries to like turn its attention elsewhere, there's like this crackling field.
Is that every time the gauntlets hit?
According to this,
That does not seem right because that's like a battle maneuver that's a resource that's expended.
a creature hit by the gauntlet has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn. As the armor magically emits a distracting pulse when the creature attacks someone else.
That's a very powerful ability. All right.
Welcome to the Artificer.
Yep. All right, Zoe. That is a miss on the tentacles and a miss on the beak. Oh, growl.
Fine.
Muse, your turn.
Muse. Well, for choice. All right. She's going to fling one at advantage at this guy.
The Gatling gun returns.
No, the goblins were in the last fight. This is a whole other fight.
Mm-hmm. This one's a floating brain. Oh, Jesus. Nope.
Okay. Spellstorm. Quadruple damage.
Oh,
So, you guys see... what I like to think happened is she throws out the black smoke that you see normally for Eldritch Blast, and it actually approaches it and then splits into 4 shafts and hits it from 4 different directions. Please do just roll your damage twice on the crit. There we go. That is 39 points of damage. It is still up.
Odd.
Holy shit, really?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, one more set normal.
That is also a hit.
12.
It is still up. But it's not looking great.
What the growl?
What the grill?
I apologize for nothing.
As you
That's
shouldn't. Anything else, Muse?
Nope, she's good.
Alright. Eldar, your turn.
So which one was it that just got absolutely obliterated?
The one next to Zoe.
Okay. I'm gonna leave this one's space.
Alright, it's going to make an attack with its tentacles.
It sure is.
20 is a hit.
Healed.
Ooh. Alright.
Doesn't-
No, that's AC 16, so just barely enough.
Yep.
Alright.
And then he's gonna go ahead and at disadvantage. I don't know. Am I flanking here or no?
No, technically not.
Okay. So then at disadvantage. Ha!
That's all you do. Ah,
Yeah.
distracting it.
Just put some more oomph into it, Eldar. No wonder you didn't hit.
Mhm.
That is a miss, my friend.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Even with advantage, you would have been a bit. All right, that's it.
Alright. Zoe, it's your turn.
Yeah, Zoe doesn't like this guy. It's not very nice. She's gonna smack it with her mace.
Why? They haven't hurt any of you yet, except for Pud. That
I
is a hit.
assumed I'd for
the-
17.
Yeah, you bring your mace down right on the bridge of its beak, and the mace squishes into the brain part and rips the beak out as it falls to the floor dead.
Yeah, you really gave it to him. Good job, Zoe.
It was all you up there.
Couldn't have done it without you.
It's like motes of black mist dissipating.
And then I guess bonus action cast spiritual weapon at this guy.
How long does spiritual weapon last? You might still have it up from the last time. Maybe.
I
Ooh,
don't think it
I
lasts.
don't-
I don't think.
that
I
long.
think
it's
it's
a
only a minute.
minute.
Yeah, never mind. So yeah, you'd have to cast it again.
Yeah, unless Pud has all 4 Puds still with them.
Right.
Oops.
which I don't think that hits. That's fine.
Alrighty.
Should I go find it? I'll go
No,
find
I
it
got
and
it.
bring
I
it
got it.
up.
I just got it. And no, unfortunately, that is a miss.
Does anybody
Right.
want to move within 5 feet of the creature I'm attacking? For no reason?
It's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late. Sorry.
That's fine. I'll
Pud.
take 2 regular attacks.
Do it. Kick its ass.
Thanks for moving, Eldar.
Pick its brain.
I'm only 2.5 feet tall.
Those are both hits.
There's only so much I can
Tickle its tentacles then.
Oh.
Those
I don't know
both.
about that, Chief.
Okay, get your mind out of the gutter. 17 damage to the tentacles as you're. I would say like you actually like rip one of them off.
Yeah, because they're not attacking with a weapon, they're just using gauntlets that emit an energy. They're literally reaching up and trying to pull it down to them while also attacking it.
All right. Anything else, Pud?
No, that's it.
All right. It doesn't like you.
Okay, tough titties.
Damn.
Ooh, 23 is a hit.
Correct,
It's
yes.
not a critical, so it's just the
7.
Yeah, I'm checking to make sure. Yep, 2d4 plus 2. So yeah, it's just 7 more points of damage. Hey, lucky number 7 again. That is its turn. Muse.
Rinse and repeat. Actually, would Din count for pack tactics?
No.
Okay. Well, then never mind. Yep, rinse and repeat, advantage blast.
12 is... Oh, it's
That's
with
21.
advantage. That's a hit. Yeah, it's a hit.
And then 22, 11, and 6.
All right.
17 force damage right to the brain.
Very nice. It is still up. Very nice, though.
Yep, that's all I got.
Gotcha.
Enter.
Eldar! You did it. You slayed the beast.
Okay. Runs all the way back.
Din is your
Thanks,
ally,
bud.
but familiars don't count towards pack tactics or sneak attacks.
I just wanted to double check and make sure.
No, I'm talking to Pud.
Oh.
Who
Is he not
posted
my
something
ally?
in the chat?
Yeah, is not my ally? Did I say something?
Smack.
Friend.
It's
James!
14 hit.
That would be a disadvantage. No, it would be advantage. Or not disadvantage, it'd be normal.
Normal.
Yes!
It would be normal.
14 hits!
14 hit?
14 hits! 2 damage!
11
Yeah!
damage.
You kill it!
You did max damage with that.
Yes, you did!
Holy shit.
With both hands, Eldar just walks up. I like to think like he's dragging the tip on the ground as he's walking, and
No,
it just
he had to run to get the momentum
Yeah.
just to swing it and
it
hit.
just it swings it more like a club than anything, but it just whacks into it and bats it to the ground, and it doesn't get up again.
And Pud, who is in the middle of trying to pull it out of the sky, suddenly has a grill fall on top of them.
Well, he's out of spell slots and he's got a permanent sword attached to his hand. Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Successfully.
Adapt, gain new weapon proficiency.
Hey, I did it in one campaign. I can do it in another.
Congrats. Those are some dead Krell, my friends. Who had a
Awesome.
surprisingly large body of hit points.
Yeah,
No.
like shit.
Can I do a nature check to know if they're edible?
I was just gonna say, if Pud starts eating the gel from the eyes, I'm gonna probably puke.
Well, they don't have eyes, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Or brains.
Let me
to choose.
let me see if,
stupid.
if even the book knows if they're edible or if I have to make a call here.
Gray matter.
I mean, anything's technically edible if you can fit it in your mouth.
I think
But
we should
whether
send
or
one
not
to
you should
them.
swallow is...
Yes.
I mean, I don't see why not. I'd be careful of the tentacles because they've got venom in them. Venom in them.
Like
Then you move
calamari.
So
them.
boil them first. Got it.
But the brain itself
High in
should
sodium,
be
but very
edible.
calorie dense.
Yeah. Should be edible.
Interesting. Okay. Well, since it's in half anyway, we'll go ahead and scoop some of that out.
Oh my god.
Could I borrow one of your jars? Pud.
They hand over a jar.
Just drop the brain into the
So
jar.
For anybody out there who knows what a prion disease is.
I do. Usually from cannibalism, right?
Not necessarily.
So now we're down to 4 glass jars. Got it.
I've heard that this is an excellent delicacy.
Please tell me you're not going to eat it, Eldar.
Well, not raw.
You should at least wash it first.
Of course, you need to prepare the food.
Anyways, does any of this look like there's, like, anything in there, or is it literally just...
It's just smashed bones. But an interesting thing to
smashed
note.
bones?
As you guys are out of battle now and close to these pillars, you notice that the pillars in this room are a little different than the ones you've seen before. They look to be made of mortared humanoid bones painted black. So there's that.
That's fine.
All right. What would you guys like to
Does it-
do?
Does it look like there's anything beyond either of those piles of bone?
No, looks like they're just alcoves that are covered in bone.
Hmm.
Mostly looks like small humanoid or some kind of animal bones. It's hard to tell because they're so chomped.
Muse will mage hand a little bit through just to check and see if there isn't anything, like, hidden underneath.
She's just window shopping at a thrift store just to see if maybe there's something.
You never know, like, the sizes are usually really off.
Wait,
but,
she's picking through the bargain bin.
like...
Damaged, almost good as new goods.
Well, that's what mending is for. But
But
yeah, for a
no,
little
nothing
bit,
really. Yeah.
yeah. No, that's fine.
So, Eldar will produce a hand-drawn map of what he's been mapping the place like manually as we've been going through it, and points to the part where we've not explored and says, "So down the corridor here is the troop, and this over here is where we've yet to explore." Points out the location that we've yet to explore, which I believe is right here.
Right, onward.
Shall we walk there manually, DM, or do you want to?
Nope, I can move you
Teleportation
all.
formation.
Can you all form up for me and I'll move you down there. Yeah, I'll just grab Pud. Oh no, Pud moved on their own. Good.
They just have short little legs.
I
You have to
know.
wait for them.
They're getting there.
Did untangle themselves like a cat who is like caught up in a spool of yarn.
Jesus.
Give me a second. I'm moving you guys. It's just taking me a bit to get there.
You're good. Super laggy right now, anyways.
Okay. You make your way back down the hallway, back to past the sign that says certain health this way.
Yep. And this door, if I'm not mistaken, should say locked and trapped by.
Yes.
No, just locked by Eldar and Bud.
Yep. Locked by Eldar and Pud.
Oh my god, you know what you could do? Is take the business cards from the blades, scribble it out, and on the backside write that.
He hadn't lit them on fire.
Well, we still got one.
We still got one, and I'm sure we'll run into more.
Yep.
So this is a, if I remember correctly?
That is a door.
Oh, that is a door, period.
It
Okay.
is a door.
Let's go ahead.
To be fair, it said that there was fresh dead in that other room, so maybe they got eaten.
Eldar,
Uh-huh.
it is not locked.
Is it trapped?
No.
Can I see it through all dimensions?
No. But you see every detail of it, and you can tell that every atom is not trapped.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Oh, are those torches or?
Let me tell you what you see. Those are actually candles. So these tunnels are 10 feet high with flat ceilings, so lower than what you're used to. You see candles. The hall is brightly lit by flickering tallow candles that float in shallow niches along the walls. The candles produce heat, but no smoke. And you also notice that this corridor, well, at least down there, like obviously it's not where you're standing, but down that direction when you look that way. So, you know, obviously most of these tunnels aren't lit at all. Down here, it's actually brightly lit.
Seems suspicious.
What? No.
Are the candles just like straight up fixed to the wall?
They're
or
floating, actually, in little niches.
Floating.
Do we have a familiar to look? Is my familiar back with pastries yet?
No,
I'm
your
really
familiar
curious.
is not back with pastries yet.
Oh my god, he's killed it.
It's only been a few minutes. It's been
No,
like
that's the only logical conclusion.
it's been like
Well,
15
we've
minutes.
traversed half the dungeon.
Uh-huh.
Half the length of the dungeon.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's been like 15 minutes because you know the dungeon's really fast to travel through when everything's dead.
Hmm.
Yeah, also we keep moving, so like give
It
him a break.
knows where I am.
Yeah, it checks in regularly.
Can you hear anything? Is there, do we want to approach this well-lit and probably traveled area with caution?
Oh. That's a lot of light.
Caution is not something your group is known for.
Hence the caution.
If Muse grabs this with a mage hand, does it move?
It does not. Also, as you get there and you start looking around, you notice that this corridor is conspicuously free of dust and debris. In fact, it almost looks shined or polished.
Suspicious.
Each little niche contains 2 lit candles, and although wax runs down both sides, it never seems to drip from the candle itself.
Does prestidigitation put the candle out?
No, it does not. It makes it flicker a little bit, but that's it.
So it cannot be extinguished.
With your knowledge, I'm not even gonna make you roll Arcana. I mean, dispel magic would probably do it.
Okay.
Seems like a lot of effort.
Oh yeah.
Fuck asshole.
Hey, I'm burning here. Mhm.
Well,
This way or that way?
flip a coin.
Okay.
Or we could vote. Voting
That's
is usually very productive.
all right. And is everybody voting?
I'm not.
I vote left.
All in favor for left? Raise your
This
hand.
left or this left?
All right, looking at the screen, I guess it would be
This
Stage
way.
left.
east.
West.
West.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So that's 2. Pud, what's your opinion?
Oh, I abstain. It doesn't matter to me.
Likewise.
Okay. So the vote is 2 against 0, so motion passes.
I don't know. I feel like 0 is a powerful number that shouldn't be ignored.
Only if it's behind another number.
Unless you, they point at Din, and you, they point at Eldar's owl, have opinions.
Eldar's owl
The owl
isn't
has
here.
not arrived yet.
No.
Ah,
Oh, that's
look,
right. He doesn't have
look,
pastries.
Thank you
Unless
for
you-
pointing out that my owl has arrived.
No, it hasn't.
No, I just see I just saw the
Oh,
icon.
pastries on me.
Sorry. So they point at Din. Unless you have opinions about where to go, or about anything, I guess.
Muse just like, oh, he has opinions.
Okay, well then he should vote. Unless it doesn't matter, in which case he should make it clear that he's abstaining.
In your mind, Pud, you hear, I vote the other direction.
Motion still passes 2-1, but thank you for your input.
Oh, that changes everything. I vote the other direction too.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Your vote has already been cast and counted. I'm afraid you can't take it
I
back.
call for a recount.
Zoe just starts walking.
There was there was election fraud. I demand a recount.
Are you saying I can't count? There's only 5 of us.
What about the mail-in ballots, though?
Look, he hasn't come back yet. He's with pastries.
Yes, I believe we should wait so all are present and able to vote.
Oh my god! All right.
That is like
You want to
pushing you,
take a long
Eldar.
rest? I'll take a long rest.
But it's like pushing you, like, we already voted. Let's go.
Zoe,
And the vote was unclear.
So you come to an intersection. To the north, you see a doorway. To the west ahead of you, it looks as if the hall ends a few, like 20 feet down. And you see another hallway leading to the south.
Zoe would call over to Eldar and see if he wants to check this door.
I would.
Or do we need to vote about it?
I vote.
We can vote.
we
Voting
check
is
the
very
door.
productive.
I
I think
agree,
you guys
Pud.
need to take a nap. You guys are getting a little restless.
We can vote.
What are we
Or-
voting on? I'm not clear.
This could,
Whether
or
we
this
take
could
a
be
nap.
a monocracy, and Eldar will check this door.
Hold on.
Oh my god, Zoe putting her foot down.
Inside check. Am I gonna get my ass beat?
You might.
Oh!
I will check the door.
Eldar! Eldar?
Look, man, you don't argue with the cleric, okay?
No, you don't. It is not trapped, but it is locked.
It's
Ooh.
locked.
It's locked.
I would like to try and unlock it, please.
Guidance.
Would you
Bio-
like
so-
assistance?
I would love.
Well, you
assist-
already get advantage because we have a special lock-picking tool.
Oh yeah, that's true. Kablamo plus a D4.
No, to be fair, the lockpicking tool is to relock it using that special method that Eldar found. That is to relock a door that is already unlocked or has been opened.
Oh, either
But
way,
but you still get
20.
advantage
Don't
from
we
help
don't
from
we
Pud.
use the same technique to
No.
lock it that we do to unlock it?
No, you do not. Because to unlock it, you're using the regular, like, key in lock hole mechanism technique. To lock it, you're using the ball bearing puzzle that he found with his insane investigation. He is using a different method to lock doors than normal. And you have given him a special tool for that. Now, you can still give him A, and he has advantage.
Lucky pin. Do you want the lucky pin?
So 27, yes?
27.
That is enough. You hear a small click, and the door swings open quietly. And you see in front of you what looks to be an empty 10-foot square room.
Is it actually?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh.
21. Eldar, you know what? I'll even say 28, because I'm assuming someone would be helping him, yes?
Yeah.
Eldar, you go over every inch, nook, and cranny in this room.
What about with guidance? Kidding.
That makes it different now. You do not notice any secret doors, levers, panels, or anything. For all intents and purposes, it appears to you to be an empty room behind a locked
Because
door.
you needed a 30.
Yeah, I bet I need to say.
Maybe.
Everyone.
Well, it's empty. So,
It
moving
can't
on.
It can't be empty. Who would lock an empty room?
It would be a good
Plenty
place
of
to
people.
rest.
People who
Would be a-
don't want their brooms stolen.
Would be a good place to rest later on if we're
But
really
there are
tired.
there are no brooms in here, Pud.
So it means it was ultimately ineffective. But the thought was still
Why?
there.
But why?
Some
Yes.
people like to be clean.
So, anyways, is there anything down here, gosh?
No, it looks as if the hallway ends in a sheer wall about 30 feet down.
Oh, Scree Eldar's like almost saying it like that guy in that TikTok video who's asking why.
Why?
Yeah. Don't know what
Like-
to tell you.
I'll post it in. If any-
Muse, which way should we go?
Yeah, but why?
Are we not voting anymore? Did you not like the voting idea?
I said it quiet enough so only Muse
Oh.
heard me.
Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not, you stupid bastard? Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not, you...
I'm not watching this TikTok over and over.
Gonna go this way. Also, I love that your owl has just taken over your entire face.
That's how it is. They like to perch.
Whoa. I need you to stop there, Muse.
Are we not voting anymore? What's happening?
No, Muse, no. Go back to where you were. Don't back up.
Oh, sorry. Whoop! Oh, God, what's happening?
Eldar, you get a tug on your pant like, did they not like that idea? I thought it was nice. It's worked well in the past.
I agree. I don't know why our votes aren't counting anymore.
It's okay. You and I can vote.
But what does it matter if the outcome doesn't change?
Well, that way we just know what each other's opinions are.
All right. What is your passive perception, Muse? 16. Gotcha. Muse, as you walk around the corner, excuse me. As you walk around the corner, you almost walk right into a giant gelatinous cube that is moving your direction and gets a surprise round upon you.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry. I don't make the rules, I just manipulate them.
Meanwhile, Eldar's back is turned to all of this. Well, you see, voting tends to need a purpose. We can express our opinions to each other without any need to vote or an outcome.
Well, voting also implies a willingness to be cooperative, and listen to the opinions of others. Like Pud leans around Eldar.
As
Oh
you
dear.
see a gelatinous
No,
cube
this is important.
Oh,
walk or ooze over Muse. Muse, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
yeah, no, that initiative makes absolute sense. Dex save.
Dex save, please. Pud, as you're leading around Eldar, you see the ooze, the cube engulf Muse within it.
Wait, no, I'm gonna use my inspiration because
Yeah.
I don't want my stuff to die.
Okay.
No.
Yay! If you succeed, you can choose to be pushed back 5 feet to the side of your choice.
So, like
I mean,
here?
really, all you can do is go
Or-
back. All you can do is go
Yeah.
back one, yeah. So you see Muse almost get engulfed by the cube. And the cube, failing to engulf her, attacks her with a 21 to do 8 points of damage
I don't like it.
of acid.
Also,
roll-
it's hidden.
You are rolling to yourself, by the way.
Of course I am. It was a 21. Let me change that. Luckily, or unluckily, however you want to look at it, the chat can still see it. Alright, so 8 points of damage for you, and then let me roll this thing's actual initiative. Yeah, that fits.
Oh my god, it's lower than hers!
It's a gelatinous cube.
I know, but like, she rolled a 1 for that. That was bad.
Alright. Zoe, your turn.
Yeah. I mean, Zoe would like to know if she knows about this thing and what would be the best course of action to either smack it or throw fire at it.
Roll me a knowledge nature check. You
No
don't
idea.
know what this is. It's huge!
Well, I'll just smack it with the mace and hope
I
for
mean,
the best.
It kind of makes sense because the only other one you've seen down here, they basically killed before you could even get a good look at it.
I
You
know.
just saw the splatter. It
Uh,
wasn't even the same kind.
give me a second.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
Give me a second. Just reading everything. Yes, that definitely hits. Please do damage. 8 bludgeoning. Alright.
I'll cast Spiritual Weapon on the other side of it. Over here.
Gotcha.
I'll smack it. The Spiritual Weapon.
Let me go find that spiritual weapon. It's up here.
Should I just drag it along with me?
No, I got it. It's fine.
The voice goes really high pitched when you don't want confrontation.
I don't know what you're talking about. Please don't hit me. Listen, we're all a little terrified of Zoe right now, okay?
It's fine. Alright.
Alright, that
16
is also a
force
hit.
damage.
16 force damage. Gotcha. Alright, your weapons, like, glide through it, doing damage, but the damage kind of, like, instantly slides back together, if that makes sense.
Eldar did not roll initiative.
Eldar.
I thought I
He's
did.
not paying
He's still having
attention.
he's still having
Still
a
having a
conversation,
conversation with
with
Pud,
Pud. He's
yeah.
like now yanking on his pant,
I thought I
guess.
had. I apologize.
That's fine. I'm gonna put you up here, and then you can just go after Zoe's turn.
So he's done.
All right.
Anyways, about the importance of democratic voting.
Eldar, yeah. Continue your debate, please.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and try one of these.
That is a hit.
And
Nice. Very nice. It does damage. Sizzles. Sizzle.
sizzle, sizzle, sizzle.
Anything else, Eldar?
That's just gonna have to just back up a little bit.
Okay. Pod, your turn.
Okay. For square purposes, I'm saying I'm here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Muse, you feel something clunk into the back of you. Move!
Pod's so excited, they just want to get to it. Anything else, Pod?
Can I, since I only did movement, can I do a knowledge nature?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. 14.
14. What would that tell you? It's a giant ooze. You know that typically they lack intelligence of any kind and are more often considered like giant vacuum cleaners than actual animals. They don't have brains or nervous systems. They are just magical sentient things of death. If its normal method of killing things is to engulf them.
It's just a giant Roomba.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know that we don't know what, like, cholera is, but we do know what vacuums are. Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, you guys had priorities.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you want to hold like an attack action or something, Muse is gonna get out of your way.
Would my nature check be an action?
No, not really.
Okay, then I
So-
cast magic missile at level 1.
The way I usually do it, right, is if it is you're making an action that requires observation or thinking or anything on the moment, right? That'll be your action. But if it's just something to know what you know, right? You know it instantly or you don't, right?
Sure.
Like if
What's
immediately.
the
you
plus
go to-
one? What's the plus one for the missile? It's a D4 plus one?
Yeah, all magic missiles are
Yes.
1d4 plus 1.
Oh.
It's in the spell.
So
Oh.
13 points
Yes,
of damage.
1d4 plus 1.
13 points of damage. All right, you guys are hitting it a lot. Nice.
You think I was cheating, Allura? The fuck?
No, I thought it was using the wrong modifier, but it's just a plus one.
All right. That will be Put's turn. Muse.
Cool. I'm gonna use Fey teleportation to boop.
Okay.
Thank you for moving.
Din stays
Thank you
behind.
for moving.
Din stays behind. He doesn't teleport with you. I'm kidding.
Don't you dare. And then advantage Eldritch Blast.
I'm sorry, that's a miss.
That's cute.
Give me a second here.
Seriously though, James, I think we might have to start like keeping track of this because this is ridiculous.
I have a full spreadsheet. Do you not remember?
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Jesus.
All right. Impact maximum damage and roll the damage dice again. So go ahead and roll your damage, but also tell me what your max can be.
I believe max is 14.
So 12 plus 14, which is 26.
Yep.
Well, so Muse's Eldritch Blasts are devastating to behold.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else, Muse?
I have one more.
That's a hit. Please do damage. 6.
6.
Okay. Nice.
So she just bursts into like a cloud of mods, reappears down the hall, and just flings those out. Like, God, that. All right. Yep, this is fine. Everything's fine.
So, the ooze's turn. It moves forward 15 feet. So what is going on? What is happening?
It's
Roll20
moving the
has been
wrong
acting
direction.
very weird. It's been
What is
super
going
wonky.
on? I'm trying to move the cube, and every time I do, Roll20 scrolls down. What is going on? Like, we're just gonna reload or something. This is so weird. Every time I try and move the cube, Roll20's map scrolls downwards.
Yeah, that checks.
I think it's a sign to just say it's dead already.
No, I don't think it is.
It's fleeing.
Okay, and now I'm out of the game. What is going on with Roll20?
I don't know. It's been acting so wonky and finicky. Every time I try and like grab, like click and drag the map around, it's losing its shit.
Yep. All right. Let me see if I can move this now. Oh, there we go. So 5, 10, 15. I need Zoe and Pud to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
I believe in you.
I don't.
Dun, dun.
Uh-huh. After you, Pud. Uh-oh. Did we lose a blue?
Put his BRB.
Oh. I kind of...
Probably putting
That's
the fruit
fine.
away.
I will roll for them. Let me put this to the back. Pud. I need a dexterity saving throw from you. Right here. Right now. Oh, good. Alright. So, you guys see as Pud and Zoe are engulfed in the cube as it just envelops them. Zoe,
Yes.
on a failed save, uh, Muse, you're so lucky with that inspiration. You almost didn't save then too. On a failed save, the creature can choose to be pushed back. I'm sorry. On a failed save, the cube enters the creature's space, and the creature takes 3d6 acid damage and is engulfed. The engulfed creature can't breathe, is restrained, and takes 66 acid damage at the start of each of the cube's turns. When the cube moves, the engulfed creature moves with it. An engulfed creature can try to escape by taking an action to make a DC. I'm not going to tell you what the DC is, but a strength check. On a success, the creature escapes and enters the space of choice within 5 feet of the cube. So, I need you to take 7 acid damage, please.
Alright.
And Pud will take that as well. And that is...
Pud, you got eaten.
Pud, you got eaten. It is now Eldar's turn. This thing...
It's not much.
Do I need a save or something?
You
or
did. I rolled it for you.
Oh, okay.
You got close. You were one away from save. But you took 7 acid damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 2 away. 16, 18. You're both engulfed. Eldar, this thing, it's been hurt a lot. but it's still trucking.
Yeah.
Faith in you, Eldar.
I don't really have all that much, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll and hope that it hits. Let's see. One of those doesn't hit, right?
It hits. It's
A
a
9
cube.
hits.
It's a cube. It's
Okay.
got an AC of
It-
6.
Yeah, cubes and oozes have shit AC for a reason.
Some fire damage.
So I'm gonna put Zoe up here. Okay. Mark down 11. It scorches it. You're hurting it, but I mean, this thing is just so big.
Mm-hmm.
I should note that it is so big that it is squeezing into this 10-foot wide, 10-foot high room. There is nothing in between it and the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else,
Yep.
Eldar?
He's just gonna take a couple steps back and wait its next move.
All right. Zoe, your turn. You are restrained, which means that there's not much you can do. You can try to break free with a strength check.
All right.
I'm sorry, no.
What if I use my inspiration?
What if you use your inspiration?
I'll use my inspiration.
Okay.
And lower.
No. You guys
mean-
see Zoe's hands and face pressing up against the gelatinous cube in a very kind of creepy way.
Can I give my audience advantage to Zoe?
No. That is for you and you alone.
Can I still smack it with my spiritual weapon?
Yes, you are restrained, but that wouldn't stop you from controlling something that you've already cast. Yes.
I'm gonna hit it with the spiritual weapon.
Do it.
Let
That's a hit. Do damage. 11. Nice. Okay. All right. That's hurting it. Anything else, Zoe?
I want to slide out like Ace Ventura did with the rhino.
I understand. Maybe next time. Pud!
Oh, no.
Pud, you are restrained. You can attempt to break out with a DC strength saving throw. You can attempt to attack it with disadvantage as you are restrained. It's up to you.
So, how does that work if the damage I deal is magic and doesn't necessarily require me to, like,
It still
have any
requires you.
momentum?
No, it does. You still have to punch. It's not just a button that you activate. You still have to punch the thing. You still have to.
No, the
land
damage
a
that I do
solid hit.
is thunder damage. So
Right,
it's magic.
it's thunder damage that is activated with an attack, which means it's activated when you go through the motions of striking something. It's not like there's just a button you activate, and because otherwise you could just stand there and unleash thunder damage, but that's not how your attack works. You have to use an attack action, which means you have to strike something in order for it to activate. Basically, the restrained effect applies to you as well.
Okay. Hold on, my cat's being crazy. Sure, I'll do a strength save. Why not?
Alrighty.
How about I use my inspiration? Hold on. 13?
No. You guys literally
Yay.
just rolled in reverse. 13 to 3,
did.
3 to 13. Nope.
Yay.
You guys are swimming for now.
All right. I know Alora's got this. She's gonna free us before we die.
Muse. It's
Oh, boy.
looking hurt, but not like. I mean, how do you even tell how hurt a cube is, right? It's got cinches and slices in it.
Does it?
It does.
Does it look like one of those like Jello cubes where you can see where someone's been shoving a fork in it?
It looks like a Jello cube that's been like hit with a flamethrower. It's still there, but like.
Okay. Question. With
Mhm,
audience advantage, do I have to use it before or after I've rolled?
You can use it after, like with
Okay.
any advantage. But it'd be before I tell you whether it succeeds or not.
Fair enough. So Eldritch Blast.
Oddly enough, that hits.
Weird.
12. Okay. Okay. All right.
Oh, wait, nope. What am I doing? 16.
That's a hit. And 6. We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll give you the 10. Uh-huh. It's still up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Anything else?
Yes, she's going to move backwards.
Way
Shocking, I know.
way to help your friends. Gotcha.
Keeping outside of the ooze is helping, sir.
All right. The cube. It's its turn. It's still up, barely. And both Pud and Zoe take 66 acid damage.
Yes, Pud,
Definitely
you
dead.
are helping, but I can't help from inside.
19 points of acid damage.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Well, I'm just dead anyway.
Oh, are you down?
Well, you said 66 of damage.
You take 19
at the s-
points of acid damage.
Yeah. You said 66 points of damage
No,
at the
no.
beginning of its turn.
No, 6d6.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So 19. You just
But I'm
took
good.
19 points of acid damage. I was
Okay.
gonna
On
say.
the first fucking floor? Are you shitting me?
He's not that evil.
No, I'm like pseudo evil,
Quasi evil.
quasi evil even.
Alright, not dead.
Not dead.
Excellent.
What about you, Pud? You doing all right?
We're down into the single digits.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're not doing well.
5,
Oh.
10, 15, 20.
I should have
You
just
can do it.
fucking attacked it. The thing's AC is a fucking 6.
It's coming for you, Muse. That's his whole turn, but man, it's coming. It's got 15 feet movement.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for the one that got away.
Yeah. Eldar!
Ah.
That's a hit.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Uh-huh.
That's so crazy.
Roll above a 2. There you go!
16.
2 hit points left.
Oh my
Muse,
god.
you were so
Brutal.
close.
God
Ah.
fucking damn it.
So just giving that 10 was like bacon.
Funnier for me. It was just funnier for me, yeah. I was just like, oh, well, that means there's only 2 hit points left instead of 6. And basically, Eldar, when you hit with that last firebolt, thank you, I forgot his name. You hit it, and the cube starts to sizzle, and it's almost as if it collapses in on itself and then explodes outwards. And you see Zoe and Pud washed over in a wave of gelatinous gook to where they wash over and gently land and bump into Muse, covered in just acidy gloop.
I've been
Mm.
reborn.
That is no. You.
Pud staggers to their feet. They pop the front of their faceplate open, and you see them just essentially vomit bloody, gooey slime onto the floor.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. You get that out. Yep.
She steps back. Oh, that wasn't fun.
Is prestidigitation gonna get that off, or
It'll work on the clothes, but
But
it's
not on the person. Nope. Yeah.
okay? Well, we can at least try and make things a little more. Starts waving away bits of goop.
Just need to find the bathhouse. There one
I
on the
don't think
first
it's
floor.
on this floor.
No, it is actually, if I remember correctly.
I thought it was on the second.
And me too.
I
Either way,
dead
Anyway.
DMs tell
can
no
neither
secrets.
confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
So, should we continue? Go
Are
see if
you
there was
feeling
anything down
up
there?
to it? That seems...
Hey,
Pud, who is struggling to stand up straight as they have been severely burned and have 8 hit points left.
Zoe only has 5.
I myself would also benefit from some rest, but more importantly, we also need to prepare to fight a vampire.
We
Which
have to do
means
that right now?
supplies and resources. No, but ideally before he wakes up, right?
Probably a good idea.
We could sleep the after. No, we could buy anti-vampire things, sleep before nighttime, and then do the thing.
Got
I
it.
mean, do we have enough that we feel like it would be worth going up already?
Enough.
Well, the reason we were going through and not going up and getting preparations done is because we wanted to bring something up that was worth, you know,
We
We
have
had to
back
find
a
boom.
something
magical
nice to give
sword.
for Boom.
We've got a magical sword. And
You
more
have a
importantly,
cursed sword.
it's still magical. And more importantly, how will we bring stuff up if we're dead?
Fair point. Heading off.
Also, I would like everyone to roll me just a straight intelligence checks, please.
Hey.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bruh.
Everyone but Zoe.
Oh.
You guys know it's got to be at or after 1 by now. If you go upstairs and take a long rest, it's going to be 9 p.m., which is already after sunfall.
So
How
we
long is a
wait
long rest?
until tomorrow.
8 hours.
8 hours.
Hmm. Yeah. Either way, I'm fairly sure we can't continue in this state.
Yeah, I would
Eldar,
like...
your owl
Yeah.
comes back to you carrying a rather large basket.
Excellent. Snacks for the way back.
It just has the goblins in it tied up. Well,
He'll hand one to Pud.
Did we vote on it?
I vote
I
going
think-
back to the surface.
I also vote that.
It's a good idea.
What does Din vote?
Muse, you hear in your mind, I'm fine. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
He doesn't give a shit.
That is not what I said.
I will also abstain.
Okay. Motion passes 3-0.
You all make your way back up to the surface. I'm going to leave your tokens here for now, as I don't know what you intend when you come back, right?
Oh,
Mhm.
real quick, can we do like a round just to check and see what's here so it
Oh,
doesn't
yes,
drive me crazy?
yes, absolutely. Go ahead and move your tokens. I will, to save you time and energy, there are some hallways, and I would suggest moving your characters through them so that you explore them. There is nothing of note in those halls. They both end in collapsed tunnels.
Oh.
Except that they are extremely clean.
Weird.
Which is a gripe I have with this module. This module says at the start of it that the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the dungeon is indestructible. Your spells can't do anything to hurt it, and yet there's collapsed tunnels everywhere. And you've already been through a tunnel that goblins pickaxe through. So, WTF
That was
to
their
that?
enrichment.
Yeah, WTF to
Blaster
that.
put that there to keep them entertained,
And
like zoo animals.
and it clearly describes that there's never any dust or anything in these rooms to collect. Yet when you get to this slime part, it makes it very clear you don't notice any dust in these halls. I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
So nothing's changed.
Exactly. So that's why I modified it to be like, you could destroy the walls. It just takes time and the right tools. And
I approve.
dust collects like anywhere else, because otherwise, what?
Does this guy have a state-of-the-art air filtration system?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Better than our house, that's for fucking sure.
The Halaster
Jesus.
3000. He's trying to patent it right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about the cleaning cube. We should make one at some point. Give it to Durian. Surprise!
All right. You are making your way back up, yes?
Yes.
So you all make your way to the very first room with all the blood and gore. And you get into the elevator and you begin the slow ascent up to the top. Give me a second. Change some things here. Let me set a scene for you guys. Hang on. I just sneezed. It's fine.
Jeez, I
What?
heard that with my headphones on.
I know.
I also heard that
Yep.
from upstairs.
You guys are welcome to my world.
Sorry.
You what else heard
I
that?
know they hurt.
My pain system.
Pain system?
You heard me.
I don't think I've heard it that be called that before.
It's those
Ouch,
things.
my pain system.
Give me a second. I need to
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, no, I'll be fine.
Well, your pain system. I'm using that from now on.
Just gonna put them like that. And like that. Alright. You guys make your way to the top. And as you arise in the elevator, you see before you a mostly empty tavern. Baboon and Sophia are talking with each other over on a bench to the west. Durian is over there cheerfully baking things, and you see your two goblins that you sent up. Though from where you are, all you can tell is that they are prone on the ground and look like they're sprawled out.
Tell me you didn't kill them.
Durian looks up from the oven. Ah, you're back already. Kill what?
If he makes a gesture at the splayed goblins.
Oh. No. I didn't hit hard enough. I'll drag them out. Don't you worry about them.
What?
They're knocked the fuck out.
Why did you do that? They were perfectly serviceable, very polite.
He looks at you. They're goblins. Every once in a while, they come up through the lift, and it's not anything that you need to worry about.
Yeah, we sent them up here. Did Din not explain?
In your mind, you hear, you didn't tell me to explain. You gave me a note.
Did you give him the note?
You see the note in one of the goblins' hands, just on the floor.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Takes the note, walks over to him, hands it over.
Durian reads it. Looks up at you. You're saying some really funny jokes for someone who's trying to stay in my good graces. First, you let a kobold crawl into my ovens. Now you want me to what? Put aprons on goblins and use them as waitstaff?
I mean, what do you think the money was for?
He looks back at the note. You're serious?
Yes.
Look,
They are extremely polite. One of them is actually very well spoken, especially considering.
narrows his eyes. Polite has nothing to do with it. Look, I am as reasonable as anyone, but if I have two goblins walking around serving drinks, I will never see another customer again, and I might as well close down the bar. Do you have any idea the outrage? The goblins would be lucky if some adventurer didn't kill them on the spot.
Well, those are the kinds of patrons that you don't want in your bar. Walks over to check on them.
They are out. Lumps on their heads. Roll me roll me a medicine check. By the indent in the welt, it looks like he knocked him out with a mug. Just like walked up and whacked him both upside the head with a mug.
A mug? Really? Honestly?
Darian just like looks around, like he's much less unsure of himself now, right? He just looks around and just kind of shrugs, wiping down a mug in his hands.
Inconspicuous goblin blood on the edge of it.
Look, if you want to make friends with goblins, more power to you. But they would kill my reputation and business. I'm not suggesting that there aren't goblins out there that could be very intelligent and wise and kind and benevolent. But I have yet to see one. And I would really be willing to bet most people that walk in here would share that opinion. And my days of servicing would be done.
Well, maybe it's time to change opinions.
Right. You go change opinions, I'll make a living. How about that?
That's an excellent idea. Eldar walks out of the door.
Eldar says campaigning for goblin rights.
Exactly what he's gonna do.
I am sorry, but I mean, I feel I need to stress, as a general rule, goblins are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And I need to stress, you know exactly who you're playing
I
with.
know, but Darian doesn't.
He's going
Everyone
blurred.
has a character arc. So, what are the rest of you doing?
Zoe's gonna go up to a room and pass out.
All right.
Muse is going to hopefully summon up Peanut to vomit out a bunch of swords.
Eldar comes back through the door, realizes he still has a cursed sword in his hand.
Yeah, did you want me to
He was-
take care
he
of
was-
that?
Yeah,
He was
that
getting-
would be fantastic.
He was getting
Could you
really
please?
weird looks as he's just walking down the street, sword in hand.
Goblin rights! Alright, man, damn! What the fuck?
Aggressive campaigning. Muse, do you cast Remove Curse?
Yes, I do. I use my last spell slot.
The sword,
Cast remove curse.
the sword clatters to the ground.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Maybe she's gonna have him do it over the table just so that it's not like in the middle of the floor. But yes. So there's that. Don't touch it unless you have remove curse or you have some alternative option. It likes to boomerang back to you after about 5 feet or so for some weird reason.
Ah. Baboon stares at it. I see. Well, I do know some people who would enjoy swords like this.
It also glows, which is nice, I suppose. We also, is Peanut able to retrieve the scimitars?
So, here's what happens.
Uh-huh.
Peanut comes back and comes to your feet. Yes?
Yes, could you bring back those scimitars and the maces, or the morning stars?
Oh, I can try. I need you to roll me a D100, please.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Peanut is not a good bag of holding. That's not a terrible roll. Mostly, he is able to cough out the scimitars and maces. How many did you have?
We have 15 scimitars and 2 morning stars.
Okay, you get all of them back. It takes about 2 hours. Because while Peanut stands there for 2 hours, coughing things up, maybe once every 7 to 10 minutes, it's a scimitar or a mace.
So Muse is just sitting there at the table having a conversation, and every once in a while,
Yep. And sometimes it's a scimitar and clatters to the floor, and sometimes it's like just a puddle, or a thing of fur, or like a stuffed animal, or, you know, things of no monetary value, but odd and very weird. Once in a while, Peanut just, oh, no, that was nothing. Sorry.
You want me to give you the D100 list I made for dog?
Oh, absolutely. I would love that. I was just thinking of
Wonderful.
one. I didn't want him to make
I
one.
I think I had 1 through 100, and they were all weird.
Yes.
oh my god.
Yeah. So, like I said, Peanut, not the best bag of holding. He works, or they work, but
That's okay.
It takes
We'll
about
get
2 hours, but you
there.
get them all back.
Yep.
And we'll just assume that during the next conversation, this is taking place.
Yeah, so as that's happening, Muse starts pulling other shit out of her bag and, like, derobing herself from the giant fucking rope of skulls. She puts that off to the side. That's not for sale.
Baboon's eyes light up. Are you quite certain? I've never
He raises
seen...
them.
Well, I mean, there are festivals, and these would sell quite nicely. Why else would you have a string of skulls with gems on them?
Because I plan on using them to decorate my cart, obviously. Although I can get you in touch with the goblins who decorated them. They're fabulous. Work really well.
It does. No, fine. Sorry.
Sophia looks back and forth and looks at Muse. Dear, we are going to have a conversation about your decoration techniques.
She looks at her dead in the eyes and goes, not if you want to keep having business.
She shrugs. Well, I mean, I suppose some people are destined to be cat ladies.
Just pats Din's head. I would never trade you for a cat.
And Baboon says, honestly, really, she can decorate as she pleases. I'll take 5 of them from you, just 5.
Squints harder. How much?
He picks one up, still on the string, examines it. I'll give you 5 gold each. This is very nice work.
He thinks about it for a moment, really seems to him and haw, but really internally she's just like, damn, I only paid 1 gold each. This is great.
You almost made back what you paid.
All right, deal.
Excellent. Yeah, let's see. What else did we have here? So, I will go through this fairly quickly. But there's 15 scimitars, right?
Mm-hmm. 2 morning stars. The fancy crossbow would have just been in her bag, because we don't want to lose that to the abyss.
Did you want to sell
There's.
the fancy crossbow?
I have no use for it. I don't know if anyone else does. Does anyone? It's a
No,
light crossbow, right?
Nope.
yeah, we I just wanted to get it to sell. Yeah.
All right. Um. All right. So for the scimitars, the mace, and the crossbow, you're looking at 205 gold, is what Baboon's offering. What else are you selling?
Muse is going to mend together the wooden shields with Nimwraith
Okay.
carved into it. There's also a rug. I don't know if you wanted it, otherwise we can just throw it in one of the rooms. Make it a little more homey, who knows?
It's possible, but it might take some time to find a buyer for that. Why don't you throw it in your room for now, and we can discuss it later.
Okay. Pulls out a skeleton hand, pulls out a severed finger.
Pulls out a dead tiefling head.
Yep.
There you are welcome to keep those. Decorate the room, I suppose.
He looks up from her back. Oh, those aren't for sale. Looks almost offended. Pulls out the snake skull.
Of course. What was I thinking?
There's this stone head. You could probably use it for a candle or something. If you don't want to sell it, then I'll just keep it.
The stone head. What was the stone head?
That was from the multi-headed thing in the room with the fursuits.
Yeah. Yes, I could give you 5 gold for that. I might be able to find some eclectic noblemen who claim that it's art.
Did we have the head of the thing in the sewer room?
That was a bit big. That was a heavy thing.
Okay. We still took it though.
I don't think you took the head, did you?
Took the head
Yeah,
off
the
and
stone
Eldar
head.
used it like a
Yeah,
jack-o'-lantern.
right, but you didn't take it with you because it was like 30 pounds. I thought. I was under the impression.
No.
No, I
It was
carried it.
really- yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, you have a 30-pound stone head that's not worth anything. But you
Aw.
have it.
All right. It can be a room decoration.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Hang on. We
You're
need to
selling the
make a
sword, yes. Now this is a nice piece of inventory and equipment here. If the curse could be removed, it could be a wonderful tool for dungeon diving. I could find someone who wouldn't want the curse removed. I'll give you 200 for it.
Oh no, it's up to everyone else.
No objection.
Yeah, Zoe doesn't care. She's upstairs cleaning and passing out.
At the same time.
Same time.
Unconscious cleaning. He snaps a finger and a mage hand picks it up and scoops it into a bag of holding that he has with him. Is there anything else you found? Anything more substantial? This is not a lot, my friends, but you were only down there for half a day, so I suppose we shouldn't expect to strike gold on the first try.
Well, unfortunately, it seems like a great deal of the artifacts and such have been snapped up by she gestures at the crossbow, the daggers. They keep leaving these fucking business cards everywhere, and she flings the one that we still have out onto the table. Oh, there's the mask. Points over at Eldar.
He may have left at this point, but
I can just ask you just to save stress. Would you want to sell the mask, or is that something Eldar was planning to keep?
unlike the last campaign, he has no attachment to this whatsoever, and would have put it
Yeah.
in whatever loot pile that
Got you.
was sold at the
But look at, oh, this is nice, especially since, believe it or not, the likenesses of Helaster has gone up in value quite recently.
Gee, I wonder why.
50 gold. I'll give you 50 gold for this.
Fair enough. So 50 plus 200. How much was he giving us for the weapons?
205 total. And
For the weapons?
yeah, for the scimitars, mace, and the crossbow.
Okay, so that's 455 so far.
And he looks at the business card. Well, it's arrogant as all hell, but you have to hand it to him. It's a great way to convince others to hire you. If they give the impression they're better at hunting treasure than you are, interesting. Arrogant, but interesting.
Yes, they could also just be leaving those in blank spots where there was nothing to begin with.
True. But if they were doing that, I think that their reputation would take the hit very quickly, as that would be, sooner or later you'd be found out.
Depends on how careful you are. By the way, they're really irritating.
Oh, you've met them?
No, I haven't. Big smile.
I see. Are you prone to forming opinions of people you've never met?
When they're out there actively bragging that they took something before I could, yes.
Ah. Well, I understand. Leaving notes of your accomplishments is a bit gauche.
Eldar's not here.
Eldar's not there. Well,
Pud is just sitting at the table, like idly, like scraping goop out from like between their toes.
yeah, like I imagine some of the goop like has fallen on the table, and Baboon's using Mage Hand to gently scoop it onto the floor, and he's just like, well, you look very tired and very preoccupied. You should go rest. And welcome. I mean, congratulations on surviving your first trip down there. I knew I chose correctly.
Well, to be honest, there wasn't really all that much. Though apparently there is a vampire that we're going to have to take care of. There was also a giant ooze. Well, there were two oozes technically, but one got exploded before it could even attack us. There are a lot of goblins.
Hold up a finger. I'm so sorry. Let us rewind. Rewind's not a word people use in D&D.
Back up.
Let us take a step back real quick. Did you say a vampire?
Right, probably should. Yes, so there is an acting troupe down there, or something along those lines. Apparently, their mascot is being held hostage by a vampire who's definitely been touched by the Shadowfell. Not really sure how or why that happened, but it's making him ooze weird stuff. And he also has a flesh golem, it seems, and he's essentially blackmailing them in a sort of way into trying to get them to feed people to him.
I'm sorry, did you say touched by the Shadowfell? What do you mean, oozing black stuff?
She will do her best to describe him and the entrance? Because you said that there was like a black mist coming off of him almost, or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah, like a black ichor.
Mm-hmm. And if I've seen that anywhere, he just doesn't finish the sentence. Just sits there, mildly uncomfortable.
Yes. Vampires are a very, very bad business. A vampire touched by the shadow phase. Extremely dangerous. I would caution. Well, caution.
Yep, which is why we didn't immediately rush face first into it. We're going to be going to the church, getting some holy water and other such assistance, and hopefully next time we go down there we will be better prepared. I need to stock up on more health potions.
As you're saying that, an owl flies in and drops a note on the table. Got holy water, got sticks, anything else we need, question mark.
You're muted.
Which, by the way, Eldar, give me 1 second, and I'll give you the deets on that.
Mm-hmm.
How much it
I
cost,
mean, I'm
how
happy
many
to
there was.
work that out at any point.
Yeah, it's gonna be super simple and super quick. So the church would have holy water. Roll me 2d6, please.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh my god.
Oh, 3 holy water would come to 75 gold.
Okay.
And stakes are like a dime a dozen.
You
I
pick up a stick, you sharpen it,
hold on,
you got a
hold on.
steak.
I could make it myself.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could also literally, you're at the church. The church is used to dealing with undead. You could buy a bundle of 20 for a silver.
Cool. Can do. I'll just give them a gold just to make it easier.
Yeah.
Muse, did you read that out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Pud's head shoots up and they hold out a hand for paper.
Muse will write down more health potions if you can manage, and then scoot it over to Pud.
Pud pulls out more paper and begins to detail a very detailed list down to like the weights of what they need. It includes shit like ball bearings, silver ore, rolls of copper wire, just like a bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And when they are finished writing, they put like 10 things on the list. And then they turn to Muse. You owe me wire.
Yes, I know, as she's like actively counting out gold.
Mm-hmm. They go back to writing. And they pop back up a second later and look at Baboom. Anvil?
Ainville.
Yes. It has actually been delivered down there. You can see it.
Bold of you to assume they can see around the counter, sir.
Baboon doesn't seem to realize this.
Uh-huh.
He seems very
But
distracted.
the back of the chair obstructs their view.
Right. It's clear Baboon is only half paying attention. His thoughts are elsewhere.
Yeah, Muse will point over to the eastmost oven. It's over by there.
They stand up in their chair and like peer over the back of the chair. Okay, good.
Durian is currently buttering some rolls on top of it.
It's fine.
Crumbs aren't going to hurt the metal yet.
Oh, there's like a bread cloth over it, because the anvil may hurt the bread. the butter rolls. So. Oh, over here.
Oh, also, have you checked on what it would require to get a bath in my room and how much that would be?
Ah, yes. So oddly enough, there is actually a service in town that will install a four-post standalone bath and provide a nightly service where they will fill it for you, soap and water. Um, it's a weird model. It's a business model I've never seen before. You don't just pay all at once for it. You pay for the bathtub, and then you pay. It's a bit expensive, 10 gold per month, for them to fill it for you every evening.
Why would I do that when I could just fill it myself? I don't even know if I'm going to be up here every evening. Unless you guys plan on using it, which I suppose is valid.
Well, most people would think pulling water from the river outside and carrying it up the stairs enough to fill a bathtub, and then heating it, worth paying someone to do.
I mean, that's what unseen servants are for, but I see your point.
He looks at you and cocks his head. How long are you willing to wait for the bath? Unseen servants seem to be very slow. If you've got 3 hours, maybe? I mean, like, an unseen servant carrying 10 pounds of water from the river to there is gonna take hours to fill that.
Fair enough. All right, I see your point. How much is the actual initial fee?
For an actual copper bathtub, you're looking at 20 gold.
Oh, fuck. Grabs it, slams it on the table.
Yes, all the adventurers can be that cavalier with their 20 gold's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ah, well then, I will have it delivered this evening.
Wonderful.
Pud looks up from where they have changed from writing down writing down what they need to. On the back of the note, they've started designing diagrams. They flip the note back over and write down graph paper. Flip it back over.
Oh my god.
For the weapons that we sold you, would you like them cleaned, sharpened, and silvered? They would probably still better that way.
They absolutely would. But that would take days to do.
Pud looks up. I have spare time.
I'm going to let you know, to silver 15 scimitars would take one person probably weeks. I'd have to look up the exact time, but it's not a quick process to silver a weapon.
Isn't it?
No.
Depends if you're using electrolysis or not.
Well, we're not. You're using a forge and an anvil. You have to literally melt the silver and then coat the blade with the silver, pound it back into shape, and sharpen it. You're talking hours per blade. Right? Because to silver a weapon, you are coating it in silver.
I have no idea.
It's
The 100 gold represents the material costs and labor costs. A smith will therefore take 20 days to do this. If a character is only paying for the material, it will still take 20 days.
Take that long?
Yeah, even I don't think 20 days.
No sense. At all.
Okay. So from my rather shaky knowledge of blacksmithing, you would either have to take raw or cupellate it yourself, which would take probably a couple hours to get it to melting point, because precious metals tend to have a lower melting point than like iron or steel.
Usually, yes.
You could probably dip the weapon.
Not if you want it to last. Because if you just dip it and then have a coat of silver on top of it, that precious soft metal is going to fall apart in 2 battles. You would need to mix it with the blade itself.
In theory, that would probably be impossible because the silver would become a liquid at the temperature it takes to get iron soft enough to hammer.
It would become a completely different compound at that point.
Which is why silvering weapons isn't really a thing in the real world.
No,
So-
you'd have to electroplate it.
Well, right, we don't have that. So
Pud
I would
does.
say I would
Pud
say
absolutely could electroplate some shit.
no, throwing electricity at something is not the same thing as electroplating it.
It pretty
Sure,
much
but if
is.
anybody's going to invent experimental technology,
Yeah, no, absolutely, it would be Pud. I'm with you. I think 20 days is ridiculous. I
Okay.
think 4 hours a blade is much more reasonable.
Okay. So,
yeah.
yeah, because for the purposes of let's just make this fucking easy, let's say that coating it in silver for our purposes is good enough.
Sure, because who knows how it would really work out, right?
Right. Because, I mean, like, you can gold plate something or brass plate something, because gold is very, very brittle and will come apart very easily.
All right.
Silver, brass, nickel, those are much more durable.
Real quick, we should end the session here, and then we can kind of discuss off session how exactly that would work, because you'd need cost as well.
Yeah.
But we will end our session here, and we'll let everyone do a bit of shopping. We'll sell anything that we forgot to sell. We'll do all the bookkeeping stuff, and then next week we'll actually be streaming Wednesday because Shy and I won't be available next Friday. We'll be streaming Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, not Central because I don't live in Texas anymore. Mountain Standard Time. And maybe we'll go back down and face a vampire. Maybe we won't. We'll just have to see.
That's good, because it's going to take me longer than that to design the poster.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
Here's what I have so far.
Oh, I want to see. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Nice.
Hang on, I'm gonna show this to the stream. Oh,
Holy shit.
oh, that's amazing.
It's great, James.
Yes, it is. All right, everyone. Talk to you next week.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.